I've had the privilege to know and to work with many distinguished leaders in Kansas and across the country over the years. And today I'd like to recognize one of those individuals, Richard Feltz. Rich currently serves as our state president of the Kansas Farm Bureau, a position he's held since 2014. Next month, Rich will step down from this role, and he will be greatly missed, as he has always been a champion for agriculture and for preserving the rural way of life we so care about in our great state. For the past 8 years, Rich has advocated for Kansas farmers and ranchers, bringing their challenges here to me, the rest of the congressional delegation, and he's fighting for our policies that support farmers and ranchers, that support agriculture in our state and across the United States. His passion for serving the agricultural community comes from his upbringing in small-town Kansas and the lessons he learned from his parents who farmed before him. Rich has dedicated his life to serving Kansans, and throughout the years, I've always known him to be an example of true servant leadership and dedication to improving the state he loves. Rich's calm guidance and heart for others have been especially felt when disasters strike Kansas and strike Kansas farmers and ranchers. When wildfires, floods, and droughts plagued our state, he could always be counted on to be a consistent and steady voice of advice and empathy for those suffering. And when COVID-19 pandemic caused devastating supply chain issues for our agriculture community, and when they faced challenges and economic fallout from international trade wars, Rich remained reassuring and inspiring example of leadership. At each of these points, I knew I could rely upon Rich's advice and counsel when responding to the challenges facing our farmers and ranchers and the communities they live in. His insight will be sorely missed, although I doubt that we will not rely upon him in the future, despite his retirement as president of Kansas Farm Bureau. We will still be calling upon him for that advice. Before he became president of Kansas Farm Bureau, Rich served as vice president on the board of directors of the Farm Bureau. Throughout his life, he has served on the County Farm Bureau board as county 4-H leader, on Montgomery and Kansas State Extension Council, as chairman of the Southeast Kansas Grain, and as chairman of the Farm Bureau Mutual Holding Company and subsidiary insurance service companies. Rich embodies the traits we hope to instill in our children and grandchildren: a heart for service, selfless desire to invest in others, deep love for one's state and country, and passion for making the world a better place. He passed these lessons on to his own daughter, who grew up with a passion for helping others, and who followed in his footsteps by serving as the president of the local Montgomery County Farm Bureau. Fittingly, Rich, a Montgomery County farmer, plans to return to his farm after his time with Kansas Farm Bureau. For Rich and his wife, Shirley, farming is a way of life. Rich's position requires much time away from home, and his wife, Shirley, and 4 children, Cynthia, Darren, Ryan, and Kimberly, have sacrificed much and supported him greatly through the years. To each of them, I say thank you. Rich Feltz is a true leader, and I have been honored to work with him over the years to make certain our state remains a place where all can pursue the American dream. And I would like to ask my colleagues in the United States Senate to join me in recognizing Rich for his dedication to agriculture and his service to the Kansas Farm Bureau and our entire state. I congratulate him on his retirement, and I wish him and his family the very best in the future. Rich, thank you.